Hmm.
Sean, what is your down and dirty?
So as y'all normally know, we go on Tuesday.
Yep.
Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, there was an election on Tuesday. Now, obviously, if you are on Facebook, you see there's two very stark differences between the sides. One is very excited and happy, and the other not so much. I thought about a lot of different things I was going to say in this regard. And then had we spoke Tuesday, I don't think any of those things would have been polite, and I don't think any of those things would have been beneficial in the overall goal. And the overall goal is we have to come back together. Period,
Yes, we
point
do.
blank. I don't care who
Yes,
you
we
voted
do.
for. I don't care what decision you made. If you went out there and vote, I respected you. You have my
100%.
respect from doing that. Your vote was your voice, and shout out to you. And we've seen huge numbers in this country voted. We've also seen who this country voted for. And look, this is just my opinion, but I had my sister hit me up and say, and I'm paraphrasing, and basically say, why does this country hate us? And I cried. I cried my flipping eyes out because there's one time in this world, as if you know me, you know I'm a protector. You know I'm somebody that has to make sure that all my people are okay. And I felt helpless. I felt like there's nothing I can do. I did my due diligence. I voted. I talked to people. I told people, but things didn't work in the way that I wanted. And when you go out and vote and you go do these things, there are very real consequences. Now, I can't sit here and speak to the misinformation and what was said and this and that, but I know that there's a stark difference in how things laid out as a result of who we pick. And it also says something to this country that offends the heck out of me. We have made a clear message in this country that we do not appreciate, like, love, adorn, lift up, or any of that our black sisters. I am tired of it, and I am not having it anymore. I have a sister, a mother, a grandmother, dear friends, cousins, all of them that had to wake up on Wednesday morning and feel like nobody respected them, and I don't like that. I am furious, but not at the fact that somebody got in office. That's going to happen. I am furious at the fact that this country would overlook good people because of an agenda. This country would overlook the hardworking, dedicated, motivated, educated, articulate person for a flipping buffoon. And I understand you might have your stance. You might like this. You might be over here, and that's fine. I'm not saying you are bad. I'm not saying what you believe is bad, whatever, because we all have a stance in this. But you have to understand that I was seriously hurt from this. My sister had to come to me and ask me, why does this country not like her? Now, I'm used to this country not liking me. I'm used to this country looking at me some type of way, thinking I'm lazy, thinking I'm uneducated, me having to speak all articulate just so you will look at me the same way. I'm tired of it. I eat, I breathe, I walk, I work, I do everything just like the next person. But just
Come on.
because my skin is a little darker, you guys got a problem with it, and I have a problem with that. But I'm going to tell you something, and I'm going to tell you just like I told my sister. Weeping may endure for a night, but God said joy cometh in the morning. I ain't going nowhere. And the only thing you did was wake up a sleeping giant, because I will stand on whatever I have, even if I am by myself, to support my sisters, my mother, my cousins, my grandparents, Janae, Debbie, all of you. I will fight for to the day I die for that. Because if it wasn't for a black woman, I wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for a black woman, I wouldn't be raised up in the way that I'm supposed to be. If it wasn't for a black woman, I wouldn't know the grace of God. If it wasn't for a black woman, I wouldn't be doing this show right now. So maybe you don't think that it's as important as it
Mm.
is. But
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm going to tell you, with me in my house, not only do we lift up God, but we lift up God's greatest gift, and that is the black woman in this country. Because I'm going to tell you something, whether you like it or not, and whether you respect her or not, this country is built on the backs of black women who have done everything in their power with a smile on their face and a strong back, even though everybody, from even us black men to every other race, has beat them down. Well, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. And I don't care who I'm coming up against right now, because I have a job to do in this country, and that is to represent those that came before me. Well, damn it, I had some great black women that came before me that brought me to this place. And I'll be damned if I let them sit there and see them go by the wayside. So here's my thing. Game on. Whatever that means, let's go. But I'll be damned if all my black women are going to struggle just because y'all sit here and want to be feeling some type of way. Get a clue, America. Black women need to be beloved, and we need to treat them the way that they deserve to be treated. I'm done with y'all right now.
Man, you heard it. What's on the heart, what's on the mind. Man, I'm telling you, Sean, that was a down and dirty, baby. That was a down and dirty.